Hang on. Dad, here.
Yeah. So.
Monday Night Raw tonight.
Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, Monday Night Raw. I was thinking of SmackDown for some reason.
Last one before War Games. And we start off Raw. I remember how we started off.
Who was the first one out?
Who was it?
Cody Rhodes?
No, he was standing all alone by himself talking.
Uso?
No. Drew McIntyre.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
I'm forgetting.
Talking about how he's not part of the Judgment Day. He's just on their team. And that's all because Rhea's given him a chance to fight with Jey Uso in a cage. And then Uso comes out. And as Uso's coming out, the Judgment Day backs up Drew. And then Uso seems to be out there alone. And then the rest of Uso's team's music hit one by one. And then Sammy, Seth, and Cody come out to back up Uso. And then it looks like they're getting ready to brawl. And Pierce interrupts them. Again. And says...
He's tired of it.
They
need to stop. I know you guys are waiting, but you just need to stop.
You need to stop.
That's what
we'll do this Saturday. Is what he was saying. And then we have Pierce's stipulations for the night. The advantage match is going to be the main event. But he tells the teams by 9 o'clock, I need to know.
Your fifth member.
Well, no. He says 9 o'clock, I need to know who's going to wrestle in the advantage match at the end of the night. We don't know that yet at this point. But then he tells them by the end of the night he needs to know Cody and company who their fifth member is going to be.
And at the main event after, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. And then he tells them if a brawl happens, if the brawl happens before the advantage match, the first person who throws punch costs their team the advantage. So there can't be no brawl before the advantage match. After that, we hit a promo for Judgment Day. It shows Rhea and Priest talking. And there seems to be a little bit of friction because Priest is now the leader of Judgment Day leading up to War Games. And he's kind of complaining to Rhea about the fact that she went to Drew about being on the team for War Games, which he's not opposed to it. He's just opposed to how it went down, it seems like.
Yeah.
And then there seems to be a little bit of friction between Drew and Damian Priest, and they're arguing over who's going to wrestle in the advantage match.
Go get a napkin.
Go get a napkin.
I forgot to get one for the video.
But eventually, Priest backs off, I guess you would say. And then Drew ends up being the one who's going to wrestle the advantage match for Judgment Day. And then it shows Cody and company deciding who's going to wrestle the match for their team. And then with Seth and Uso going at it. Seth won to wrestle. Uso won to wrestle. They're fighting about who's going to do it. Not really fighting, just arguing, I guess. And it comes to a head with Uso. So later night for the main event, we have scheduled Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso.
Because they finally came to agreement. Right.
And like the rest of the night, it was okay. The next match was, it was Becky Lynch and Xia Li. It was a faster paced match. Hard hitting, a lot of counters. It was fun to watch. But Lynch ends up winning.
Which is surprising to me a little.
A little bit, yeah, because Xia Li's just been knocking people out.
She's pretty good.
She's pretty good.
We don't really.
She's an NXT bring up. But after the match, the camera kind of fades out, and then you see Damage Control coming down out of the crowd. And because Lynch is part of the women's team for War Games with Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Bianca Belair, and they're coming to brawl at Becky Lynch. But before Damage Control gets out of the crowd, the rest of Lynch's team appears behind them and brawl ensues.
Yep.
But it's, the two managers are there, security's there, they break it up, It was a fun brawl. We love the brawls.
Well, I love like the street fights.
Yeah, the street fights. That's what you call it.
Yep. Like those are probably my favorite part of WWE.
Right.
Where they just all start fighting.
Yeah.
No tag team, nothing.
Just go at it.
Go at it, yeah.
And then after all that, we have Kaiser versus Johnny Gargano, which is Kaiser's part of Imperium. There's been friction in Imperium between Kaiser and the other guy, Da Vinci. But Kaiser has his match against Johnny Gargano. He tells Da Vinci, "Don't bother me. Let me do this on my own." This match was okay.
I didn't really care much about it.
It didn't keep my interest either. I don't know. Raw is starting off really good and ending very well. There's not much carrying it through the middle.
It's like the main event is at the very beginning.
Right.
Like it swapped places. Like it used to be like all the exciting stuff was at the end.
Right.
But now it's at the beginning. Ever since everybody got
they pop off so well, it makes the middle of it seem so boring. And it's been like that since after Crown Jewel. It seems like, like Crown Jewel, they let Raw build up to the end of Raw, and then it popped off, and the end of Raw was always leading up to Crown Jewel.
Ever since I would say around before everybody got teamed up for War Games, it's been crazy like that ever since.
Yeah.
Like before that.
And I wonder if the ratings, they didn't have enough viewers at the beginning of Raw. That's why they're making such a big deal at the beginning of Raw. But for me, it's like I can't really. It's hard to get focused in after the beginning because we have Kaiser and Johnny Gargano. Becky Lynch carries the first match, which is that's a big name, but it's against Xia Li, and it's like, okay, give me something good, which we do. The next match after Kaiser and Johnny Gargano is a good match, but Gargano wins the Kaiser match, which we like. We don't like Imperium. We don't like Gunther and Da Vinci's all right. Kaiser don't like him either. But Da Vinci comes out and Kaiser is distracted. Yeah. The beginning of their music sounds like Baby Shark. Do, 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 do. But Da Vinci comes out and distracts Kaiser, and then Gargano. He didn't distract Kaiser to lose. Kaiser just told him to stay behind, in the back and don't come out. So Kaiser or Johnny Gargano ends up winning that for DIY. Ciampa was ringside for the match. The next we have a fatal 4-way between the women's. This one was pretty fun.
I'll put this on.
What's her name? The Alpha Academy girl.
Oh, right after the video, it was somewhere. We forgot about her name, and then we remembered it right after.
Maxine Dupree. And Ivy Nile. This was, I don't remember, we had Tegan and Natalia, and we had Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile. Yeah, how did it get started?
Basically they came in, two came in at a time. They were talking about how they wanted a chance at the tag team at that
which is held by Chelsea Green and Piper.
And then what's her name? The Creed Brothers girl and the Alpha Academy girl.
Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree.
Ivy and Maxine come out. Come in and then
in the middle of all of them arguing.
Yes, and then Pierce just says, "You want to do it? You're in." And then they're just like, "No, we want to come ask you a question, but okay."
Yeah. It seems like Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile just walked in and ended up being part of the match.
It was
and then Ivy was trying to get Maxine's attention, and Maxine goes, "Shoosh!"
because
it was a chance at a tag team title.
And then I just be like, are they finally a tag team now? And
they were partners for that match. I don't know if they're going to be a tag team. I
feel like between the Creed Brothers and the Alpha Academy, something could really grow between them.
Yeah, it could. The Creed Brothers are decent. They're being pushed. Obviously, they've won all their matches so far. But Maxine and Ivy dominated this match.
Oh my
They did good. Maxine surprises me as a wrestler. I've seen her wrestle too, man.
Dupree?
Yeah, surprises me how she's not bad. She's actually it's surprising.
Yeah.
You know, especially like we're newer, so we haven't ever seen her wrestle, and just she's always Otis's arm piece. You know what I mean? She's always on Otis's arm. That's Otis and her thing in the Raw, but they were strategically tagging her and Ivy Nile. Maxine shows some great power. Scoop slamming some girls. Ivy Nile seems strong for a little girl.
I've been actually like this isn't like saying something. I've actually want to see like don't know how to say this, like a kind of like a couple, I would say. I don't know. Never mind. It's fine.
Like, what do you mean?
Like two other teams fight and then they grow something between each other, and you know.
Like become friends?
Yeah.
Allies?
Yeah.
There we go. Like who?
I'm just saying an example. Like maybe. Okay, just let's move on. Let's go.
Well, no, finish the idea.
Well, I was just saying I want to see someone. I didn't have anybody an idea.
Like you want to see two tag teams come together? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyways, Natalya and Tegan Knox end up winning.
Yeah.
So they'll face Chelsea Green and Piper. I don't remember when they said when, but it's not
it's not at War Games.
It's not at Survivor Series now.
Like
So,
I was thinking Maxine Dupree and Ivy.
Yeah.
I was thinking like that.
Well, they were pretty good. They were working good together. They seemed to be developing some chemistry.
Yeah. They seem to become friends, I want to say.
Yeah. After this match, we had an Imperium promo. Kaiser and Da Vinci had explained to Gunther what happened against Gargano, and during the whole, the whole argument, disagreement, whatever. Gunther puts Da Vinci in charge over Kaiser, and Kaiser's upset about that. It seems like a constant, like, there's no really stability underneath Gunther. Gunther's just like, okay, Kaiser's doing good today, he's the guy. Da Vinci's doing good today, he's the guy. Gunther doesn't really stay with anybody, on who's his right-hand man. But after that, we had The Miz and Gunther do a face-to-face talk before Survivor Series, before their match. I hope The Miz wins that match. It was just a whole bunch of smack talk is what it was.
I really want to see The Miz. There's a lot of people I want to see have a title.
Right.
Like the Alpha Academy.
I'd like to see Alpha Academy get a win, but we'll get there. You're getting ahead of yourself.
I know, I'm sorry.
We're talking about The Miz and Gunther right now.
Okay, I got lost.
So they just talk smack, and then Gunther starts pushing The Miz around, tells Miz start doing something, stop being bullied. And they fight for a second, scuffle, and it ends with Miz giving Gunther the Skull Crusher finale and walks away.
I wanted him to run that with the title.
Right, yeah, stick title and run. Yeah, you were hoping for that.
I was crossing my fingers.
Right. Next we have Shinsuke Nakamura and Chad Gable.
They've ever since Chad Gable lost to Gunther.
Alpha Academy's lost every match.
Yes.
Every match. And like you have Chad wrestling Ron in NXT, so I wonder what's going on. Like they use NXT to tune their skills, and I'm like, well, I don't remember Chad like botching a move or messing up. I haven't caught that. I've caught other wrestlers do it.
Yeah.
But I haven't caught Chad doing it, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why they're starting to. I don't know. I hope they're not going to get rid of Alpha Academy. It's a fun break in Raw. It's a lighter mood.
It's one of my top 3.
Yeah.
Probably the third, but my second. Well, the second Alpha Academy, and then I really like Damage Control.
Damage Control.
It's like my third.
Yeah.
And then my first is
Judgment Day. But we have Shinsuke and Chad, and Shinsuke wins. Chad dominates the whole match.
He does good.
He dominates. it's like Shinsuke gets dominated the whole match and does one or two of his kicks and ends up winning. He did a quick reversal on Chad, it makes in the writing of the match, it makes no sense that Chad would get a reversal on him on a pin because he's the next wrestler, like a real wrestler, Olympic wrestler. So that just makes no sense to me. But the Alpha Academy is getting the bad side of the deal here on matches. And then we go to our main event, Drew versus Jey Uso.
This is for the
advantage.
Advantage.
So there'll be 1-on-1 to start off the War Games match. And then every 3 or 5 minutes, I can't remember, a team member comes out. So the Judgment Day will be the first team released. So it'll be a 2-on-1, then a 3-on-2, then a 4-on-3, then a 5-on-4. And then the match doesn't start until it's 5-on-5.
That's when you can actually start pinning.
Right, that's when the official match begins, yes.
You know what I said? I said to Dad that I was gonna, like, if I was in the cage, I would just, because you can climb up and then jump off, I would just sit up there the whole game and be like, this is nice. And then last person, splat!
Right. But this match was just a normal main event.
Yeah.
Not much going on here. Uso dominates for a while. Drew dominates for a while. Uso's got the upper hand at the end of the match, and this is where I get like Uso just pounds on Drew McIntyre for a good 2 or 3 minutes, and then Drew gives him a future shock DDT, and that ends the match. It's like, man, Drew just took a beating, and he does one move to Jey, and it's over. So Judgment Day has the advantage for War Games, and at the end of the match, after the match, Rhea tells Drew to finish off Jey. So he starts pounding on Jey. Judgment Day comes out, and then this is where we get our announcement for the 5th member because Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins come out to Jey Uso's
with chairs.
Right. Cody never really says who the 5th member is, but he says the Apex Predator, and then the crowd starts chanting Randy. So the 5th member is going to be Randy Orton.
And then you thought it was going to be...
For some reason, I thought Brock.
No.
But they don't call Brock the Apex. I forget what they call Brock. The Beast. They call Brock the Beast. But so we have Randy Orton as the 5th member. And that's going to be War Games. You got Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes. Did I say Cody or Seth? Randy Orton, Jey, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. I got all 5 in there somewhere. And then on the other side,
we had Judgment Day with Drew McIntyre.
Yep, which is Dom Dom.
Dom Dom. Why am I about to say Rhea Ripley?
Well, she's part of it, but she's not wrestling in this match.
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Gigi? What's his name?
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest.
Oh, J.D. McDonough.
J.D. McDonough, yeah.
And then Finn
Balor.
Finn Balor.
Hold up, how much is that?
That's 5. Dom Dom.
No. Drew. J.D. McDonough. Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Yep, that's 5.
Okay.
And that will not be our next episode. Our next recap will be SmackDown next week.
Yes.
Which is the day before War Games. So happy Thanksgiving.
Next week.
What is it?
You said next week we're doing.
Well, this coming up week, the end of the week.
At the end of the week, we're doing Friday Night SmackDown recap.
Yep.
And then we might.
I said our next episode is going to be.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh. And then we might do a recap on War Games.
Oh no, we will do a recap on War Games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
But other than that, it's Thanksgiving Thursday.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone's going to have a good Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Until then, I'm G13 Sports Plus.
And I'm K13_GG. Peace
Thanks
out.
for hanging around on this one.
Thank you. See you guys.